Alright then guys, what is up? I'm AsgardsChamp. Welcome to episode, I think this is 48 of the playthrough for Total War Saga, Thrones of Britannia. Can't believe we've got this many episodes in and we're still not done. But we are taking the entirety of Britannia, so I guess it was always going to be a bit of a slog. Anyway, let's carry on. Let's have a little bit of a recap as to what was going on at the end of the last episode. It's been about a week since I last played, so I need a little bit of a reminder for myself. I'm not even going to look at low public order. We do have damaged buildings though down in the south here. I'm assuming this is where we took a settlement. Going to be very cheap to fix it, so let's get that repaired. Make that go away. Alright, so we've got... in fact, let's just check over at the start of the end of a turn. Okay, end of a turn. That is where I like to start the episodes usually, which is good. So, we've got one army here. This is Brigands of Ragnarok. They've obviously taken Guthfrid here, so they can continue to move on that way. And we also have the Swords of Wayland here in the south, taking on Sussex. So yeah, same thing. These guys will just continue to move on around and take as much land as they can. Over here in the southwest, we have, let's see who it is, the Dragon Slayers. That's right, they took this settlement here, which obviously took a little bit of a toll on them. So I am going to leave them there to replenish for a little while. They can defend from there. Hopefully no Norman Vikings decide to attack us, but we shall see. Where else do we have people? Okay, we've actually got the Swine Array over here, who are besieging this settlement. Norwich, I guess is what it is today. So yeah, once they've got that, we'll continue to move these guys south, taking, again, as much territory as possible. And the rest of our armies are over in Ireland. In fact, we do have one in the far north as well. But yeah, we've got the Irish armies over here. Who is it? We've got the Blood Eagles. They're on the way to take that settlement there. We have Thor's Hammer going for this one. And then we have the Sons of Woden and also the Fury of Tyr. I think the Fury of Tyr are staying where they are because they're going to be in position to start the war against these the rest of the kind of Irish factions when they're ready. And we may do the same with the Sons of Odin. Woden, sorry, and move them over maybe into this settlement here so they can kind of run on down that way when things are ready. First things first though, we do need to kick out the Norse from Ireland, so we'll do that in the next few turns and then start moving these guys up north to reclaim Scotland. And we've also got the Thunderhammers who are on their way to fighting these guys. I think in the last turn this army moved over towards ourselves, so we've taken a bit more of a defensible position at this bridge here. I did think about leaving them for ambush in the trees, but I think a nice bridge battle, if they even exist in this Total War, I can't remember if they do, probably do, but yeah, we'll leave them there for that, and then hopefully we can take this army out. This army's then free to take these settlements back and swoop on round to move down from, I guess, the north of Scotland. It'll be a few turns away before we get that done though. So, with all that said, nice little recap there. Links are down in the description to my social media. If you want to give me a follow over there, guys, that's always greatly appreciated. And with that, let's end the turn and get this episode kicked off.
Accept our offer of peace.
Alright, instantly, the Anglo-Saxons want to make peace with me. I'm going to decline it. And yeah, let's get on with the rest of the rest of this turn. Alright then guys, so it does look like the Norse army up in the north by Scotland have engaged me across this bridge. Now I am wondering if this is going to be a bridge battle, because they seem to have crossed the bridge to come and fight me, so I'm kind of hoping that we do have a defensible position. We will see though. Let's have a look at the map here. Alright, it does look actually like there's a bridge, which is good, and we are on one side of it and they're on the other and they're attacking, so they'll have to cross it. That's good for us. We do have fairly decent amount of skirmishers, which they don't. We've got a fairly good amount of cap. We're not fully replenished though, which I didn't realise actually. That's not going to go in my favour, and they've got quite strong troops here, lots of berserkers, mailed huskars and the like. So we'll do our best. Hopefully we can win this. If we don't win this battle, that might be a bit of a problem. But let's not think about that for right now. Let's just get onto the battlefield and fight it. So I'll see you there. Alright then guys, so this is going to be a little bit of a tough one. It does actually look like... can they walk through this water? That's a bit of a problem. That's a bit annoying actually if they can. because that kind of nullifies the whole point of having this bridge battle, I guess. Doesn't tell me where they're set up. I guess we can move our guys up to the banks of the river if they're going to cross it, and I'm guessing they'll have some sort of penalty for fighting in the water. Yeah, this could be a little bit frustrating, although it does by the looks of it. So I've got troops here, these guys, who can deploy outside of our deployment zone. They can't deploy in the water. And I think this, I don't know if you can see it, it's very faint, but there's like a white line running down it, I think is as far as they can go in terms of deployment. But they can't quite reach the other bank and whatever, but they can do so over here. So I could put them on the bridge if I wanted, I think. So yeah, maybe they do have to fight me over the bridge, and if they do, that's perfect. So let's assume that they do and take it from there. So I'll set the troops up. Obviously we're going to create a bit of a choke point here. We will keep some troops in the rear just in case they can cross over here. It's a bit odd that we're all facing this way to start with. But yeah, I'll be back with you once deployment is done. Alright, so a little bit of a messy formation here. My plan is, guys, I'm going to send these Huskarls over the bridge to charge into them. And kind of while I do that, I'll set the rest of my troops up. I've got my swordmen right behind them who are going to probably form up... well, I don't know if I should form up on the mouth of the bridge or just on the bridge over here somewhere, if that makes sense. But yeah, we'll kind of try and reclaim this edge of the bridge here and make them fight as, you know, one unit at a time. It's going to take a little while doing that, so I'm probably going to hit fast forward through this battle and maybe time-lapse it. We'll see how it goes. I'm going to put my archers, who are over here. In fact, I can actually stick them in the trees right now. We'll take them off fire at will. They are hidden in the trees there, so they won't get seen. Not that that really matters, to be honest. And then the other set of archers just here, just so they can see over the bridge and we can shoot into the sides of them, which actually is a good point. I wonder if it might be worth putting all 4 of my sets of archers over this way, just because then we really can shoot them right in the side if we set up over here. Yeah, we'll do that, I think. Cavalry and a few spearmen and whatnot just hanging back, just in case they do manage to cross the river, and then we'll obviously turn everyone around. We can use these guys to kind of screen. Yeah, screen against anyone that does decide to cross this river if they can, and then we'll use the cav to flank them and whatnot while we set up all the troops properly. So we'll start the battle here. I'd imagine it'll be fairly fast paced, so I'm going to get these guys over straight away as soon as I can. So I might not need to cut this bit out, I don't think. Okay, they don't want to form up properly, but let's just do them like that. Yeah, let's get everyone over. Perfect. And yeah, it does look like they have to use the bridge. Let's get General in over here as well. I'm probably going to put everyone in shield wall. Yeah, it doesn't look like they can go across the water, which is good. Let's move these guys over here, get the swords in the front and in shield wall. These guys might end up getting shot at, actually. Yeah, they are gonna. So now let's actually move these guys back. That was a bit of a silly idea by myself. Get all these guys into shield wall. Pull the berserkers back as well. They can charge in when they're good and ready. Don't know where these guys are going. Okay, they're all charging down now. They're actually sending cav in first. Clever. Clever, clever, clever. My spearmen are all the way over here. Oh, they managed to get over the bridge. Well, that's a bit annoying, but okay, fine. Whatever. Let's set my archers up so they can start shooting. Let's actually charge these guys down. And send the berserkers in as well. We don't want them to get too many troops over the bridge, I don't think. Yeah, that was a little bit frustrating, but never mind. Yeah, send them all over the bridge. Okay. Didn't think they could get down there, but they managed it. I'm just going to chuck these guys all in for now and just have my archers just shooting to the sides of everyone. I think that's fine by me for now. And I guess that means we should probably put my axemen like in this kind of formation. Just to prevent them from doing that again. And the Huskars can stay there. Okay, that does mean that these guys can actually come back over this way. So we'll do that. And Cav are not really going to be able to do much, but we'll move them over anyway. Okay, get all these guys up into shield wall. And let's get those gals actually charged in if we can. Yeah, look, they're managing to get the Cav down the side here, which I don't quite like. It's a bit annoying. We do have the troops in there though to prevent it, so it's fine. I'm actually going to get these guys right up as close as I can. Does that actually put them in the fight? I was hoping to put them back into shield wall. I think this unit here, we want to get them charged in as well. Yeah, they're getting caught into the fight, that's why I can't put them in shield wall, but that's fine. I think we've got the numbers to kind of repel this. It's almost like a siege battle in a way. And who do we want to shoot at? Let's actually shoot at their archers. If we can get rid of their archers, that helps us out a lot as well. And then we'll start putting arrows into their side of them. Just realised as well, two of my units were not on fire at will, so they weren't even shooting. It's actually fine by me, to be honest. Now let's actually just start shooting into the sides of these guys here. We'll leave the other two units to shoot at that at their skirmishes. That works for now. Let's actually go for these javelin men. Yeah, okay, they're running now as well, which is good. Pop a rally whenever we can. It's only going to help our own troops. All these spearmen as well, let's actually just get them crowding in if we can. And obviously put them in shield wall as well. In case they do manage to get across the bridge. I'm just really wary of their cav being able to kind of get through, that's all. Right, so their general's now running in, so let's just start shooting straight into this blob. We've got two of our own units just mingled in there as well. That's alright. I think it's berserkers, they're just running forward, that's fine. I'm actually going to send these guys in this way over here, because they do seem to have managed to get across the bridge a little bit. Their general's now in the mix as well. All the more reason for me to keep popping rally every kind of opportunity that I get. Send these axemen in too. Get all these guys into shield wall. I'm not too sure how they're managing to get units through. So actually let's take these guys out of shield wall and get them charging over here. Catch them out because they're going to go for my archers if I don't. I don't want them to do that. So actually aim them at the general now. I mean, they're going to hit pretty much every unit there, but if we're aiming at the general, if we can take him out quicker, that would be good for us. So yeah, not a big fan of these bridge battles. They don't seem to work very well. You would have thought that we would have to fight them, but they wouldn't be able to get across this little barrier here. Bit of a silly glitch, but there's lots of those in Thrones, so there you go.
The battle is turning in our favor.
Yep, a lot of their guys are breaking now, which is perfect. In fact, yeah, tons of them are. The reason I decided to shoot at their general as well is that when the guys run, we're still going to be shooting into the blob because the general's probably going to be the last one to go. And now that he actually is one of the last units, let's just start shooting into these guys here. Take the fleeing troops out, makes them easier to finish off later on. But I think that's probably it for these guys now. Let's charge all these guys in. Apart from them, you on their this unit here of Huskars. I actually just start shooting them in the back as well. Actually, no, let's not do that. Let's take these units who are on their way back. Apart apart from you, because you're out of ammo. There we go, just get as much ammo into those guys as we can, please. Let's pop a rally again for our guys. Give them a nice morale boost. And yeah, let's start shooting at these guys who are running again. General's dead, that should be all of them. Yes. Awesome. That is very nice. That is all of them done and dealt with. I'm going to spend a little bit of time chasing these guys down. But yeah, I will see you guys back on the campaign map. Awesome. We actually managed to reduce them right down to 1 unit. And to be honest, I didn't really chase them down much after the battle had finished. I think we did a lot of it with our archers as they were running away, which is awesome. I'm going to take on warriors, which gives me a bit of replenishment. Not that I'm really going to need it, because they've only got 1 unit left, but still going to take it, because I do have to take these settlements as well. Cool, so we killed Kiatan in battle. I think that was the one that we just fought, I'm guessing. Guthfrid has gained strong arm, takes a penalty to governance, but gains zeal. I think that's not King Guthfrid, so that's fine. Okay, a couple of things worth noting. The Norse have actually managed to sneak in an army. Oops, I've not gone far north enough, I don't think. Yeah, so they've managed to sneak in another army behind me over here, the Blood Eagles, which a little bit annoying because they're gonna cause a bit of problems there, and I definitely have to spend this turn taking out this army, because if I don't do that, they will become a pain in the ass later on. So let's auto resolve that one. We'll take their warriors on as prisoners again to replenish our troops, rather. Only 1%, but it's something at least. That's fine. That's that army dealt with completely, and we're going to start sending these guys back, because definitely don't want to just leave these guys running around taking settlements off me. We're kind of getting into the same situation we had with Lachlan, kind of halfway through the campaign, I guess, where they were just running around taking settlements. I was chasing them. They were then, you know, raising another army, taking more, and so on. Kind of want to avoid that, so I might have to bring up another army over there. In fact, I probably can just recruit one. I definitely have the money to do it, and it's probably worth doing. So let's actually just do that. That's probably the best thing. There's Copsig over here. Not necessarily a bad general. We also have Ketil, who is a seafarer, which means we get movement speed on the water. More damage from missile infantry. Let's just take him, because we've had him before, and doesn't cost us anything. Get him into the settlement. And let's start taking some troops. So let's try to take our usual sort of spread of units here. So we want probably, I'd say 4. Yeah, 3 swordsmen, 4 spearmen, 4 lots of archers. We want probably Huskars and berserkers as well, and then the rest can be cav. Is that 20 units, or have we just run out of money on that one? I think we've run out of money. Okay, let's take 1 less berserker unit. Yeah, 2 more cav. I think that's probably better. Uses up all our money for this turn, but that's fine. We'll still have some left over on a turn-by-turn basis as well. And they're actually coming in with level 3 armour and weapons, which is good. Now, they are going to take a few turns to replenish. That's okay. There's no rush for these guys to get about. We'll leave that as it is. Okay, cool. Now, I guess that's this northern section dealt with already. That's fine. Let's have a look over in Ireland. So let's send these guys to take this settlement here. Occupy that one. I think that's King Uhtred's army. Oh no, it's not. That's Gorka. So he was the general that was kind of defending Ireland a while back. This one's King Uhtred's army. Let's take this settlement as well. Occupy that one. And then we'll send this army next turn to take Ardstratha over there. And with the Sons of Woden, let's actually move these guys over here, getting kind of prepared for when we attack Ireland. Cool. Right, let's have a look down in the south over here. What have we got? So Oxford over here needs taking by somebody. I don't know who's going to do that, but we'll see. Essentially just go down to the south first of all. And just continue moving across, taking these settlements. Now, bit of decision time here. Do we want to do the same thing with the Bringers of Ragnarok or move them up to take Oxford? Not too sure. I think Oxford can probably wait till the end. Or does it want to? Good question, actually. Now, it'll only take 2 turns to get there, and then we can obviously send them back to take that settlement next. These ones up here, we can swing round. Yeah, okay, that's fine. We'll do that. We'll go for Oxford. With this army here. Now, we do actually have research available. Can't remember what we were researching now. Don't think it was anything on the civic tree. I think we might have been looking into doing some of these. So, the extra food upkeep. It's not bad. I'm not too bothered about replenishment time in the for troops now, because we've got quite a lot of armies and we're not really going to probably recruit very many more. We could also take this for cavalry, which is not a bad shout actually. Military prestige. Drops our income. Bodyguard companions. Yeah, let's just go for that one. I'm not actually too bothered at this moment in time. We've not put any points into upgrading the bodyguard, so might be a good one to start doing, even if it is the end of the campaign or coming to the end. Got another general over here. Let's put him a point in champion. Low public order, whatever, that's fine. And let's just have a final look down on some of these armies. Yeah, so these guys here are still replenishing. You know what, to be fair, they can still take minor settlements while they're replenishing. Doesn't cost us anything really, so let's do it. Occupy, I think we wanted to... Alright, yeah, that's actually what we wanted to do, was come down and take Wareham down here. Next. That's fine, we can make our way there. We'll take Bridgeport over here first and then move over. We are still getting replenished, which is good. That's what we want. I think that's everybody. Magnus, let's have a look what he's doing. Alright, yeah, Magnus is kind of staying put where he is. Yeah, okay. And Uhtred of the Swinery. No, we've not dealt with him just yet. So yeah, let's actually see if we can auto-resolve this one. I think we probably can. Let's do it. Fight defensively to take the least casualties as possible. Cool. I mean, we did take a fair few casualties, but that's alright. We'll let them replenish for the time being. We're going to occupy it as well, which will give them a little bit of a boost to replenishment for this turn. Cool. Now we do have repairs to make, and actually can't afford to do it because we spent all our money on that army, but that's alright. Do it next turn. There's not much resistance for these guys, so I am just going to keep them moving even though they're replenishing. It should be fine. Should be absolutely fine. I think that's it for this turn. Let's end it there and see what our enemies get up to. Alright, so we have a settlement under siege. I think this was the Norse. The army that I was, just started recruiting. They've obviously seen that as an easy target. I believe that was the one anyway that got besieged. We've actually had someone die as well. So this is Oswald. He was 82 years old. He was rank 9. I think he was one of my governors, if I remember correctly. There's a few traits gained. Nothing terrible. Okay, yeah, so they've besieged this settlement here. Now, wonder what the garrison's like here. Let's check that first. So, okay, half decent garrison, I guess. This will be a strong army, I'm guessing. Yeah, they've got Yoms, Vikings, and mailed Huskarls and all the good stuff. So we'll hold out as long as we can here. We've got, what, 5 turns. They'll probably attack us, though, I would imagine, at some point. But in the meantime, let's get these guys moving and shaking to get there as quickly as possible. I kind of want to put them on the water just so I can bring them in a bit quicker. Yeah, let's do it. We'll bring them in down here. And, yeah, hopefully within the next couple of turns we can get back and help out. So that's that dealt with. Now let's have a look down in the south with Aengrim. Apologies as well, guys, my voice is going today. I've been talking for quite a while, doing a bit of recording. Apologies if my voice is a little bit weaker today. Anyway, let's deal with these guys here. So we want to send them over to Oxford. I think they can get there this turn. No, next turn. Alright, that's fine. Not a problem. Let's have a look at everyone else then. Guthfrid. He was heading over to this settlement here. Cool, we'll leave him there for now, I think. There's Wilmir with the Dragon Slayers. We want to bring him down to take this settlement next, I think. Actually, let's just stop him here, just so he gets a turn of replenishment again. And we've actually got something we can upgrade with these guys. I think it's their armour. That's fine. Okay, let's have a look over here then. We've actually just checked on those guys there, the Swords of Wayland. Alright, they've actually brought in a little army to defend Hastings. However, what's the garrison looking like? Not a terrible garrison, but I think we can take it with our 20 stack here. We will need to obviously take some siege equipment, but this could be a good one to fight on the battlefield because, yeah, they've got quite a bit of defence here. But I would imagine once this siege equipment's built, this balance of power will skip up a little bit and we should be able to auto-resolve it. Either way, let's maintain the siege. Let's head north. And yeah, let's continue taking these settlements. They'll continue to replenish as well as they move around. Our income will continue to go up as well. It's all good things. Let's have a look over here. So yeah, we've got Thor's Hammer, who we want to come and take this settlement, and then occupy that one. Cool, that's kind of not island back in our hands, and I think what we should do is start moving these guys to the north. Yeah, I think we want to get them into this settlement so that they can head north from there. Actually, it might have been better to have put them there. A bit of a short distance to travel, but it's fine. And then I think we'll move Thor's Hammer up as well. Next turn, get them into the ocean, into the sea here, so they can start moving into Scotland. I think we've almost dealt with the Norse now. I know they've got the army that's kind of harassing us over this side here, but I think that's it. I think that is it. Right, governance available then. Where do we want to put it? I think East Riding was the one where we just lost our general, or governor should I say. None of these guys really do anything for us. Let's just take the youngest, I guess, and give him the spot. Yep, I think that's fine. We've actually got one more governor that we can put in somewhere. Where do we want him? East Riding? Actually, sorry, that was where... that was the one that was available, actually. Ignore me. I was getting a bit confused there. That's all fine. Let's just check on everyone's loyalty while we're here as well. Halfdan here has only got 3, so let's give him something. Do we get a benefit? Yeah, we actually get a benefit if we give him agricultural estates, so let's give him a couple of them. Perfect. Everyone else looks fine, I think. Ragnall maybe. But I don't think it's anything we need to worry about. We're all fine for now. Skills available for Kopsig. He's General of the Crows, is that right? Yeah, I think he just took over from somebody. Oh, sorry, actually, no, this is the army that we just raised up in the north that is now besieged. Attrition for the Swords of Wayland, why is that? Interesting, not too sure why they're getting attrition there. Are they classed as being in a bog, maybe? Probably, so I guess next turn we're going to have to initiate that fight. I think we don't want to leave them there for too long. Look up the corridor, whatever, that's fine. Okay, few people not moved. Obviously, Kopsig is fine, we know about him. He's besieged. Magnus, I think, is over in Ireland. We'll have to remember these names so we don't worry about them in the future. But yeah, Magnus and then King Uhtred are the ones who are going to be sitting in Ireland for a while, so that's fine. What about Ragnald over here? Sorry, no, he's besieging this settlement as well. So yeah, that's another turn out of the way. Let's end it and see what happens. Alright then, interesting. So looks like the Norse have decided to attack me up here in Scotland. I reckon we can probably repel them. I don't know, maybe I'm being hopeful, but I think we should be able to. these guys are all fairly weak, fair enough, but garrison's not terrible, and they still have to make it over the walls and everything as well. I don't know what kind of siege equipment they've got though, so that obviously could be an issue. But let's fight this on the battlefield, I guess, and I'll see you guys there. Alright then guys, so nice big settlement for us to defend. I'm guessing there's a few different kind of command points for us to secure. There usually is. There's one up here, that's for sure. And yeah, one down here, so we can't just abandon this one. Because they can win the battle if they take it for long enough and hold it for long enough. Otherwise it would have been nice to just kind of left everyone up here. But here's what it is, that's fine. Don't think we can... Yeah, I think if they take kind of one of these victory points, we'll start... Yeah, we start to lose the battle over time, and then we'd have to go and attack them, and it's a whole thing. Let's just not bother with it. Let's just fight them on the walls over here. Right then, I'll set the troops up, and be back with you shortly. Alright then guys, so I've actually just deployed everybody on this wall here. The reason being that I don't really have the troops or the numbers to kind of defend each of the capture points and so on, so yeah, I just thought best make our final and only stand, I guess, here at the wall. So what I've done is got a bunch of melee troops, including all the stronger garrison troops here on the walls, and then filled in the gaps with my weaker troops here. Kept a couple back in reserve, and I've got like berserkers and huskars here who can go fill in gaps wherever they're needed. Then I've put the stronger sword units in shield wall in front of the gate here, because with it raining I'm not going to be able to shoot down any of their siege equipment, so yeah, I'm going to have to deal with that. And the governor of this region is here, and I've got them just behind the front line here just to give the moral support to the troops around. And then I've got my other general, I think it's Kopsig, with his cav just behind, just so he can use the rally ability as and when it's needed. And then archers kind of sitting just behind the walls here. I was thinking of putting them up on the wall, but they're going to definitely get strong troops on the walls. Don't want my archers to get caught out. Not even going to bother using any barricades, no point. So let's start the battle, I guess. I believe I've got everyone off of skirmish mode. No, I do not. So yeah, they're going to be coming through the trees here. They do have 3 siege towers and 1 ram. So it looks like 1 tower's coming this way, which means I might be able to divert some troops away from here. And the other 2, actually it looks like 2 of them going to the left and 1 of them to the right. So yeah, it might be the case then that I divert some of these troops from this side. We will see. Let's just hit fast forward here for now. I've actually got some javelin men here on the in front of the gate. The reason I put those guys here is because I think it prevents them from taking the gatehouse as easy if you've got troops there on this front bit, and they can obviously throw their javelins at whoever's attacking the gate as well, you know, the battering ram and whatever. Anyway, let's keep fast forwarding here. It's going to take them a little while. I think we're going to start shooting at them now as well. I believe we have done already. It's difficult to see actually with the rain on these maps. Yeah, another good thing about keeping the guys back here is they shoot up and over, which always has a better chance of hitting troops behind siege equipment, which is good. Okay, let's actually just hit play now, see what happens. The towers are landing. Looks like they're sending one all the way over here, so let's just move these troops up a little bit. Yeah, let's move them up. Don't want them catching us out there, going really wide. Let's see what happens with that. Yep, they've got troops up here now as well. Let's just send everybody in. In fact, let's just... I think I can get these guys in shield wall if I can. Hoping the archers are still shooting. Yeah, they are. That's fine. They're not into the gate just yet, but they will be soon, I would imagine. We are raining down javelins on them. We're getting hit over here as well. It does look like they're going to try and land all the way over there. Let's get these troops in. I'm actually going to have a bit of a change of plan and move these guys over. And just have 1 unit in front for now. We can obviously change that.
Our gates are utterly destroyed.
And shuffle guys about as and when we can, as and when we need to. But for now, I just want these guys to try and take as many troops off this left-hand flank as we can, just because we've got this here as well to deal with. And it's quite a lot. Send them in. Looks like they're sending more troops up the siege towers. Send those guys in and actually bring these guys around to help out on the left-hand side, along with my berserkers and whatnot, because they are sending more troops up these siege towers as well. No, it doesn't look like they're actually sending anyone into the gate. If they don't, then fair enough. Let's actually pop a rally now as well. Now they are sending people up the gate, that's fine. Yeah, want that nice oil to land on them, do some damage to them before they manage to actually attack us here. These guys in shield wall should be enough to defend. Surrounding them here as well. They are really strong troops though that they're sending in, so it's difficult. I'm not kind of holding my breath on this one. These guys as well. I'll actually send this unit up this way. Some of the troops have got through, but these guys are spearmen, so they've made a bit of a mistake there, putting the cav up. That's fine. Leave them to it. I think my archers are still shooting. We are actually losing the gatehouse now. Thought we would have kept it for a bit longer than that, but never mind. I think it's kind of done the damage it needed to do anyway. And I am tempted to actually charge these guys in, just to get rid of these cav units. I think there might only be one cav unit, but either way, rather they not be there. Okay, we're holding them for now. We've actually routed one of the units, which is perfect. That is exactly what you want to see. Over on this side, let's actually send the berserkers and huskars in. It's always so hard to actually find units to click on these siege maps, siege battles. We've actually lost a unit over here. I'm hoping one of the weaker ones. Could actually just send our cav flying in over here. Why not? I think first of all, actually, we just bring them over this side. Bring the archers back, maybe, so they can start shooting into this. Use this cav to just charge into them over here, in the same way that they did to us on this side. How are we doing? Bit of a blob forming here. Don't know if we're going to be able to hold it, but we'll do so for as long as we can. Let's also pull these guys back this way as well. Let's pop another rally right in the middle, so hopefully it grabs everybody. We're actually gaining the gate back there, which is good. Yep, cav are in there now as well.
They flee before our might.
Their cav are running away, but they've actually managed to get behind us, which is a bit annoying, because if they rally, then they're going to do some damage to us. Yep, holding over there as well. Routing units over this side. Well, that might have been their cav, actually. I don't know. Either way, routing units is always a good thing. Pulling in... Oh, these are archers. Okay, that's why. I was wondering where they were pulling these units from. Balance of power is actually shifting back into my favour a little bit here. Everything's going alright so far. Oil pouring down on those archers. I don't think they'll do too well against that. Take a lot of casualties there. See on these guys, so they've got 55 mailed archers there. Let's see once they get oil poured on them how many's left after that. Okay, did about... Actually, that did quite a lot. About 10 men? 9 men? Okay, we're actually wavering one of the units here on this side, which is perfect. As soon as these guys, if like one of these flanks breaks, we can send the troops in to help out elsewhere, which is like perfect. They've only got 2 units left on this side who are both fairly weak, in fact very weak. I would imagine my units are pretty weak as well. In fact, my cav, I'm just going to pull back and charge them back in again. Actually routed one of them, which is good. Nice. Might have that situation that I was looking for. Can't select this unit though. There we go, we've got them. Send them all in. Who are these guys? Huskars, yeah, let's send the cav in on them as well. Routing more units in the centre. It's always really good to put a unit of swordmen here in this gateway. Put them in a shield wall and they can hold for ages. Yeah, routed another unit on this side. Good. I think it was the right decision sending one of my stronger swordman units over to this side because, oh nice, we've routed all of these guys, which is again perfect. Let's get these guys formed up. We'd want to leave one unit, I think, here in case they send anyone else. Just leave one of the smaller units, but yeah, if they send anyone else up that tower, I want to be ready for that. So let's just send these guys piling in this way. Why not? Ah, we've actually routed them on the right hand side as well. Even better. Right, in that case, Cav then come back. And these units here, if I can select them. No, I can't select them, it's fine. I'm just going to line these guys up here. Yeah, these guys, very weak unit, let's just keep them back. Same with these ones. Just move the stronger unit in. Let's actually just charge them in. Let's pop a rally again. Nice. I'm actually pleasantly surprised that we won this one. I didn't think we would. I was hoping we would. And we have done, so that's good. But I didn't actually think we'd manage it. But there you go. Let's just get these guys formed up behind first of all. Might be easier for them to charge in if I do that. Yeah, the archers are raining down fire onto them. We're routing everyone that we need to be routing. Get them all charged in. Same with those guys there as well. Yeah, I'm going to hit fast forward now because this is kind of the bit that becomes a bit of a slog. We just need to, you know, do as many casualties as we can here. I'm pretty confident we're going to win on this left-hand side as well. So happy to hit fast forward here and just wait it out. Our archers are still shooting, which is good. I think we've only got these two units who have any ammo left. But yeah, we want them to kind of shoot into this blob here. Don't know why they're going so close. Never mind. Yeah, we won on that left-hand flank as well. Let's, and this is going to be a bit crazy, but let's just actually let's do it over here, and then we want to just grab the strong units, all the weaker units from the army that is currently replenishing. We want to keep them out of this fight. I think just use the garrison where we can. So that would be units like this one and this one. And maybe this one? Nope. This one definitely, yeah. Okay. So let's form these guys up just behind and get them running down as well. More bodies we can get in there, I think the quicker this'll go. Just massive bodies pushing them down, which is what we want. Let's actually send them all in after the general. Some of them going up the sides there as well, but it's just there's no space for them to go. So there you go. Awesome. Another unit is getting broken there and running. Yeah, the problem is because these guys are quite tough. It's like all their mailed, like high level, high tier units. That's why it's a bit of a slog here. But yeah, they've still got quite a lot of guys here, and they're strong, well armoured. It's going to take a little bit to get through them, but we will, and we are winning. Seem to be making a nice little push down the hill every now and again as well, and eventually when we push them back far enough, they'll start taking damage from that oil again as well, which will just speed things up even more, which would be ideal. Let's actually get them charged down again. The further we can push them, the better. There we go. Starting to get pushed already. We do own the gate, don't we? Here we do. There we go. That's the mass route that we wanted. These guys should go soon as well. They're still at like half strength though. Some guys coming back but getting messed up by the oil. General's gone. Not sure if the general died or not, but there you go. Don't really want my guys to chase too much. There we go, they've done it, I think. Let's actually get them back up here. The only reason I did that is because I don't want our troops to get hit by that oil, so I've just pulled them back so that we can then charge back down again like this, preventing ourselves from getting hurt. There we go. Done. Awesome. Nice little victory. These siege battles are quite good, actually. It seems like you can defend with very few men, which is perfect. But yeah, I'll see you guys back on the campaign map. But another successful defense. That's brilliant. Alright, nice. Looked like that was the king, actually, as well, which is even better. Let's take the replenishment. We did actually lose one unit, but that's okay. Their entire unit got taken out. And let's see what the beginning of our turn brings, actually. We're back to it now, so looks like we killed one of their generals. That's fine. We're taking attrition, Swords of Wayland. We knew about that. Traits gained, nothing bad. Perfect. Right then, guys, I think that's where I'm going to end this episode. So thank you very much for watching if you made it this far. As always, if you've been following along with this campaign, I appreciate you. It really does help out. Well, this was my first campaign that I started, I think, when I started the channel. So this has been going as long as I've been going. So any support you've been showing on this definitely helps out. So thank you very much. If you've got any tips or feedback for me, leave those down in the comments below. If you haven't liked the episode yet as well, if you did enjoy it, make sure you hit that like button. And if you are new to the channel, why not consider hitting that subscribe button and the bell for notifications if you enjoyed this episode. So with that all said, I'll see you guys on the next one.